Hello and very welcome everyone to this session of the World Geography SSC PYQs Part 1. In today's session, we are going to discuss the topic and the questions, and with the help of these questions, we will see that how much prepared we are. So let's start and see. Before we start, the images, text, and other materials used in our presentations are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners. If you are the owner and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@itk.ac.in and we shall remove the same. So, first question that we have with us is the seismic sea waves which approach the coasts at greater force are known as. Options are tides, tsunami, current, or cyclone. So, let's see what is the answer. So, when we discuss about the seismic sea waves, so seismic sea waves are famously the force that is famously known as tsunami. A tsunami, also known as a seismic sea wave, it is also known as the harbor waves, is a series of waves in a water body caused by the displacement of a large volume of water, generally in an ocean or a large lake. So, tsunami generally forms because of different activities, especially the earthquakes. And generally, the earthquake that happens beneath a sea or a lake causes the tsunami. Other than earthquakes, it can also be caused because of the landslides in the coastal areas. And other than that, because of the volcanic eruptions beneath the sea. So these are some of the reasons because of which the tsunamis can occur, and the seismic sea waves are which approach the coast at greater force are famously known as tsunami. Tsunami is a Japanese word for harbor waves. The land of maximum biodiversity is options are tropical, temperate, monsoonal, or equatorial. So, if we talk about the maximum biodiversity, so that can occur only one among the following, and that is tropical region. Why tropical? Because this is the region that have the abundant amount of sunlight, and other than that, also lot of rainfall will occur. And because of the amount of rainfall and sunlight it has, the flora will be highly dense and occur in these regions. So the type of forests that you can find in these regions are tropical forest, and sometimes also called as the tropical monsoon forest and tropical climate. And in these type of forests you will find a highly dense forest, like the perfect example is Amazon, that is found in the South America, that exists around the equatorial area, and this is the particular area that is called the tropical region. So, maximum biodiversity is found in tropical forests. Tropical forests are often thought of as evergreen forests and moist forests. However, in reality, only up to 60% of tropical forest is rainforest. So, correct answer is A. Indian Standard Time relates to options are 75.5 degree east longitude, 82.5 degree east longitude, 90.5 degree east longitude, or 0 degree longitude. So if we talk about the Indian Standard Time, so this is related to 82.5 degree east longitude. So Indian Standard Time is the time observed throughout India with a time offset of UTC plus 5:30. Indian Standard Time is calculated on the basis of 82.5 degree east longitude in Mirzapur, Amravati, Chauraha, Uttar Pradesh, which is nearly on the corresponding longitude reference line. 82.5 degree east longitude is the time that reflects the time of India, and the time of India is GMT plus 5:30. GMT is Greenwich Mean Time, so India is ahead by 5:30 hours from the Greenwich Mean Time. So correct answer is B. Which is the second nearest star to the Earth after the Sun? Options are Vega, Sirius, Proxima Centauri, or Alpha Centauri. So if we talk about the particular question that we have, so second nearest star to the Earth after the Sun is the C option, Proxima Centauri. The Sun is the nearest star to the Earth, which is 0.00058 light year far away from Earth. Proxima Centauri is the second nearest star, having a distance of 4.2421 light years, whereas Alpha Centauri is the third nearest with distance of 4.3650 light years from the Earth. I hope you remember that light year is the distance measuring unit in space, and one light year is equivalent to 9.46 into 10 raised to the power 12 kilometer. And that is why the Earth and Sun, we all know, has the distance of 150 million kilometer, that is approximately 15 crore kilometer. So that would not be equivalent to one light year but equivalent to 0.000058 light years. And second nearest star is Proxima Centauri. Which of the following Indonesian region was a victim of massive earthquake in 2004? Options are Irian Jaya, Sumatra, Kalibangan, or Java. If we talk about the massive earthquake that strikes the Indonesian part in 2004, that is Sumatra. So if you go into the world map, you will find Sumatra just below the Malaya Peninsula, and between Sumatra and Malaya Peninsula, you will find the Malacca Strait as well. And Sumatra is that island of Indonesian archipelago which was struck by this massive earthquake, and the tsunami occurs in 2004. Let's see more on this. So Sumatra region was a victim of massive earthquake in 2004. The age of the earth can be determined by options are geological time scale, radiometric dating, gravity method, fossilization method. So this is the easiest question I have ever had. So I think this is easy for you as well, because the age of earth can be determined by the radiometric dating, also known as the radiocarbon dating. So radiometric dating is a method used to date rocks and other objects based on the known decay rate of radioactive isotopes. The best estimate for Earth's age is based on radiometric dating of fragments from the Canyon Diablo iron meteorite. And also, in this particular process, the isotopes of carbon are calculated, and that is equivalent to C14 isotopes. And in that case, we get to know that what is exactly the age of any particular rock. And the oldest rock that has ever found on Earth is approximately 4.5 billion years ago. So that is why it is said that this is the process by which we can calculate the age of the Earth. How much of the Earth's land surface is desert? Options are 1 by 10th, 1 by 5th, 1 by 3rd, or 1 by 6th. So the land surface on the Earth is 1 by 6th. So, seen from space, the majority of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans that makes up to 71% of the surface of the Earth. Desert actually make up 33% or 1 by third of the land surface area. So that is why the answer is 1 by 6th. If we talk about the particular area that is covered under the sea only or oceans only, that is approximately 5 by 6th. So only 1 by 6th of the area is covered by land, and other than that all the area is covered under sea. The lowest layer of the atmosphere is stratosphere, thermosphere, troposphere, or mesosphere. Easy question. So the lowest layer that is found in the atmosphere of the earth is C option, troposphere. So the troposphere is the lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere, is made up of approximately 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other gases, which includes carbon dioxide, methane, neon, krypton, argon, helium, and hydrogen. The troposphere contains approximately 99% of the water vapor in the Earth's entire atmosphere. So, do remember that also one more thing, that among the greenhouse gases, which is the gas that has maximum proportion, that is water vapor. And other than that, troposphere is also the layer in which the weather phenomena takes place, like the formation of cloud, ice, snowfall, and rainfall. Everything occurs in the troposphere. The atmospheric air is held to the earth by gravity, winds, clouds, rotation of the earth. So, earth's atmosphere is holded by gravity. So, the atmospheric air is held to the earth by gravity. It is made up mainly of nitrogen, 78.1%. It also has plentiful oxygen, approximately 21%, and a small amount of argon, 0.9%, carbon dioxide, 0.03%, water vapors, and other gases are also there. And do remember that atmospheric air or atmosphere is holded by the earth because of its gravity. Loktak is a options are valley, lake, river, or mountain range. So this lake is found in Manipur, and the answer is B option, lake. So Loktak Lake, also called the only floating lake in the world due to the floating pumids, pumides, heterogeneous mass of vegetation, soil, and organic matter at various stages of decomposition on it, is located near Moirang in Manipur state, India. And also it is the place where you will find a Kibul Lamjao National Park, that is also known as the floating national park of our country. So do remember, it is also found in Manipur, and Manipur is the place where you can find this lake called Loktak. Which city receives the highest cosmic radiation amongst the following? Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, or Delhi? So if we talk about the highest cosmic radiation, so that is found, that is received in the Chennai. So Chennai is the city which receives the highest cosmic radiation. Cosmic radiation is the type of radiation that forms out of the celestial bodies like the sun and the stars in the universe. So correct answer is A, Chennai. A series of lines connecting places having a quack at the same time are called homosismal lines, sismolines, quasi-sismal lines, isosismal lines. If we talk about this one, so correct answer is A option, homosismal lines. So homosismal lines is the line on the Earth's surface connecting points where the seismic waves arrives generated by an earthquake at the same time. So answer is A. What would be the impact of global warming on mangrove forests? Options are they will grow more luxurious, large areas of mangrove will be submerged, their role as carbon sinks will become more important. Both A and C above. So, if we talk about mangrove forests that are basically found here, and what would be the impact of global warming on it? Let's see. So, both A and C. So, mangrove wetlands are possible sink sources for carbon dioxide and other related greenhouse gases. Global warming may promote expansion of mangrove forests to higher latitudes. Elevated CO2 concentration may increase mangrove growth by stimulating photosynthesis or improving water use efficiency. So, mangrove forests are majorly found in the delta areas and majorly found in the Sundarban delta. And both A and C are the correct options related to this particular question. The brightest planet is options are Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, or Mars. So among the following options, we have the planet which has the highest albedo among all is A, Venus. And what is the meaning of albedo? Albedo means the reflecting power of any particular object. And Venus is the brightest planet, and it is also known as the morning and evening star. So there are droplets of sulfuric acid and acidic crystals in the atmosphere of Venus. The smooth surface of these droplets of sulfuric acid and crystals reflects light very well, which is one reason why Venus is so bright. And that is why the reflection is high, and that is why the albedo effect is high. Earth is a very big magnet. In which direction does its magnetic field extend? West to east, north to south, south to north, east to west. So if we talk about this one, so correct answer will be south to north. So the north geomagnetic pole would be located near Greenland in the northern hemisphere is actually the south pole of the Earth's magnetic field, and the south geomagnetic pole is the north pole. So correct answer is south to north. The biggest planet in the solar system is Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, or Uranus. So correct answer is Jupiter. So Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest planet within the solar system. And if we talk about Jupiter, so Jupiter is also the fastest rotating planet, and it also has a total 95 satellites around it. And among them, Ganymede is the largest satellite of Jupiter, and that is also the largest satellite of the whole solar system. So correct answer to remember is B option, Jupiter. The Earth is at its maximum distance from the Sun on 30th January, 22nd December, 22nd September, 4th of July. If we talk about the distance from the Sun and the maximum distance from the Sun, that is on 4th of July, and it is also known as aphelion. So the Earth is at its furthest from the Sun when it is at aphelion. This occurs around 4th of July each year. The aphelion distance is about 15 crore 20 lakh 98,000 kilometers. And the other position is perihelion, and perihelion occurs on 3rd of January. And on that day, the distance between the Earth and the Sun is the minimum, that is approximately 14 crore and 96 lakhs. So, correct answer for this question is D option, July 4th. Ice glaciers melting is a common phenomena linked to the rise in a sea water level. The glaciers are predominantly present in Greenland, Antarctic, Himalayas, or Arctic. So, if we talk about the melting phenomena and a rise in the water level, and the glaciers are present in which of the following regions? So, answer is Antarctic. So, the glaciers are dominantly present in Antarctic. If you go to Antarctic, you will find the largest glaciers all over the world, like the Lombard Fissure, that is the largest glacier in the world. And other than that, the Thwart Glacier is also present in the Antarctic, that is also famously known as the Dooms Glacier. So, correct answer is B. Which hill station is called as the Queen of the Satpuras? Panchmani, Nilgiri, Mahendragiri, or Cardamom? And the correct answer is Panchmani. Panchmani, a beautiful hill station in Madhya Pradesh, is also known as the Queen of Satpura because of its mystic beauty. It is a known destination for Bollywood films shooting. So, correct answer is A option, Panchmani, and you can find this place in Madhya Pradesh. Which river in India flows in a rift valley? Answer is quite simple here. So, options are Namada, Krishna, Kaveri, or Tapti. So, if we talk about the Rift Valley, so Rift Valley is formed in the region, and the river that flows through this Rift Valley is A and D. So, both A and D are correct. Narmada and Tapi and Mahi are the rivers which flows in the Rift Valley. So, correct answer for this question will be both A and D. A narrow strip of land that connects two larger land masses is called. Options are Cape, Isthmus, Strait, or Peninsula. If we talk about the two land masses that are connected with a narrow strip of land, so that is quite simple. Answer is B option, that is isthmus. An isthmus is a narrow strip of land connecting two large land areas, usually with water on either side. So Panama Isthmus is perfect example of it. Then, other than that, there are a lot of other isthmus that are found all over the world. And also remember that if there is a narrow passage of water between the two pieces of land, then that is called a strait if it is naturally made. And if it is man made, then it is called canal. Maps are large scale, representing both natural and man made features, are called thematic maps, atlas maps, wall maps, topographic maps. And if we talk about the maps, so correct answer will be D option, topographic maps. A topographic map is a type of map characterized by large scale details and quantitative representation of relief, usually using contour lines in modern mapping, but historically using a variety of methods. The angle between the magnetic meridian and the geographical meridian at a place is declination, latitude, azimuth, or deep. If we talk about this one, so the angle between the magnetic meridian and the geographical meridian at a place is A option, declination. So magnetic declination is the angle between compass north, the direction the north end of a compass needle points, and true north, the direction along the earth's surface towards the geographic north pole. So correct answer is A option. According to Farrell's law, Coriolis force winds change their direction towards left in the northern hemisphere and towards right in the southern hemisphere, towards right in the northern hemisphere and towards left in the southern hemisphere, then towards right in the both the hemisphere and towards left in both the hemispheres. So for the trying for attempting this question, you have to understand the Coriolis force, but try to answer first. So if we talk about the Farrell's law, so Farrell's law basically tells us that how the Coriolis force affects the freely moving bodies, like the winds, the other freely moving bodies in the on the earth. So as soon as the earth rotates, a pseudo force acts upon it, and that is called a Coriolis force. And according to the question, the answer is B option, towards right in north and towards left in southern hemisphere. So the law explains that wind is deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere, derived from the application of Coriolis effect to air masses. Which one of the following atmospheric layer absorbs ultraviolet rays of the sun? Options are troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, or ozonosphere. So, if we talk about ultraviolet rays of the sun, the correct answer is D option, ozonosphere. So, ozone layer, also called ozonosphere, region of the upper atmosphere between roughly 15 and 35 kilometer, 9 and 22 miles above Earth's surface, containing relatively high concentrations of ozone molecules. So, correct answer is D option. The drainage pattern developed on folded sedimentary rock is termed as trellis, dendritic, radial, or deranged. So, this is the way in which the river flows in the folded sedimentary rocks. Basically, it is talking about the Himalayas because they have the folded sedimentary rocks. And the answer is dendritic. So, if you ever see the Himalayan rivers, you will find them flowing in a branch way, like a branches of any tree are growing. So, that is called a dendritic pattern. And a dendritic drainage pattern refers to the pattern formed by the streams, rivers, and lakes in a particular drainage basin. It usually looks like the branching pattern of tree roots and it mainly develops in regions underlain by homogeneous material. So, correct answer is B. Water potential remains lowest in water plants, woody plants, succulents, or halophytes. So, the correct answer for this question will be halophytes. A halophyte is a plant that grows in water of high salinity, coming into contact with saline water through its roots or by salt spray, such as in saline semi deserts, mangrove swamps, marshes, and sloughs, and seashores. An example of a halophyte is the salt marsh grass, Spartina alterniflora, and smooth cord grass. So, correct answer is D option. And that's it in this session. I hope you learned a lot of things in this session and gained great knowledge. I will meet you in the next session. Till then, bye bye and thank you.